Alright, so I'm a big fan of this game because the soundtrack looks freaking amazing. Let me change those labels down there. Let's see how fast I can do that. Let's see. Some speed shock right here. Look at that. I fucked that up. It's the other way around. I don't forget to look at the manual this time. It's impossible. I have a solid reminder of it. All right, so Skeleton Crew. See, I omitted the blue labels down there. It's because basically they're reusing the amazing artwork from the Amiga version for the Sega Mega Drive release. This is a European game, of course. All right, hey Bo, hey Jack, hey Kale, hey everybody. Let's play a really cool game, right? So this is Skeleton Crew with a K. This game released on the Sega Mega Drive in March 1995. Right. So let's look at the box first, right away. Let's look at the boxes. The boxes, multiple boxes. There's 1 boxes, 2 boxes, 3 boxes. So let's look at all of the boxes. All the boxes belong to mine. Alright. Let's see what it says here. Should be pretty good. It's not the best quality, but we can read it, so that's fine. Alright, 1, 2, please. Blah, blah, blah. Wanna pack a big gun with enough ammo to level a city? You got it. Wanna massacre a seriously psychotic psychogenics mutant and get paid? You got it. Wanna blast your way through the savage secret zones, deadly crew traps, mad and bad buildings, and hideous hand-of-level psychos comprising 6 humongous levels of 3D asymmetric carnage, and wear a spectacularly sexy hyper-high-tech big ordnance, neutralizing exoskeleton to boot? Well, you got it all, but all if you join Spine, Joint, and Rib, otherwise known as the Skeleton Crew, and their first outrageous blast fist. Holy shit. That took a lot of energy. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm gonna cut the stream, guys. Where's the Italian? Where's the Italian? Where's the Italian part? Dude, just there's no Italian. Dude, just get fucking lost. Seriously. Oh, I deleted the source. Damn it. Hey, Elf Computer, yes it does. Hey, Tolonen, yes it does. Oh, alright. Why wouldn't Italian ever play this game? I know, right? Hey, Loves Together. So this is the Genesis cover art. It's not like they came up with the sign there. The skull is that's the symbol of the game. Basically, it's the logo in game and stuff. But very weak compared to this. It should just reuse the Amiga box or like they did for the European version, which is, I mean, the original car design is very, very British. All right, so it would seem like the Amiga box is the same text. Just go. Vuoi un grosso fucile con abbastanza munizioni per rasare al suolo una città? Accontentato. Vuoi massacrare dei mutanti psicogenici seriamente psicotici ed essere anche pagato? Accontentato. Vuoi farti strada tra selvagge zone segrete, trappole micidiali, edifici insidiosi, orribili, psicotici di fine livello, in 6 enormi livelli di carneficina isometrica tridimensionale e indossare uno straordinariamente sexy sexy with an eye modernissimo neutralizza artiglieria exoscheletro? Beh, potrai farlo solo se ti unirai a Spine, Joint e Rib, conosciuti anche come la Skeleton Crew, nella loro prima devastante battaglia. I lost it as sexy with an I instead of a Y. Just lost it. Dude, I completely lost it there. Alright, so Skeleton Crew, what box do I have left after rage quitting from them all? I got this one left. Rock Howard, Neo Antoine, what's going on? Hey, Carl. Yeah, the Mega Drive version of this game is just too good because the music. Alright, so Skeleton Crew, saying release in March 1995 on the Sega Mega Drive, but it is a port of the Amiga game, which came out in the same year, not only for those computers, but also for the Amiga CD32 console. Amiga CD console of little success. Now, the United States would see a release of the game in May 1995, featuring a different cover art, which favors the skull logo instead of the original artwork with the 3 characters that you have here in the Amiga box. Now, Australia and Brazil also saw the Skeleton Crew release in their own territories. Now, the computer and console versions were all developed by Core Design, with the main difference being the soundtrack that we'll mention more about later for sure. Now, this game's size is actually extraordinarily low for the time in which it came out, but don't let that... I mean, when they say 6 humongous levels, it means it. Like, that might be the game's only flaw. The levels are way too fucking long. I have no fucking idea how they crammed this into a game that isn't even 1 megabyte of size. The game size is 6 megabits, guys. 6 megabits. I think that's reckon that's the same size Phantasy Star 2 had in 1989 that made it the biggest video game of all times when it came out. You know, in sheer size. So yeah, 0.75 megabytes, 6 megabits. Let's get down to the developer shock. Alright. Now, Core Design, and specifically the same group of people and developers that work on Skeleton Crew, develop games you probably know already across various generations. So let's see if stuff like Darkmere rings a bell. Wait, do I have a box art? Not yet. Chuck Rock 2, Wolfchild, Bubba and Sticks. All this stuff led the way for the next generation hits. Video game hits, big hits by Core Design on PlayStation 1 like Fighting Force, and above all, of course, Tomb Raider. Right, so we're playing a game made by exactly the same 6 dudes that made Tomb Raider. Yes, Tomb Raider was made by 6 dudes. Yes, they would slip in. Yes, the boss bought them camp beds. Yes, I'm not making this up. Duke Donuts. Thanks to the chi.
Skeleton Crew has 3 mercenaries out to rid the galaxy of moribund cadavers and made monsters. It's a wild race against time as you and the crew blast through 4 infested worlds with enough armament to knock over a small country. Use special fighting techniques and weaponry that will leave scorch marks for years to come. Grab your outfit and start making smoke rings out of the enemy. Pizza spaghetti pomodoro teschio, pizza spaghetti pomodoro teschio, pizza spaghetti pomodoro
to come in. Alright, that is extra lore I didn't have. Thank you, Duke, for that. And thanks for the cheer, of course. A glorious Ane-san cheer mode by Tilly. Thank you for the 200 bits. Appreciate it very much. So yeah, the company was founded in July 1988 by Jeremy Heathsmith. Heathsmith. And former Gremlin Graphics employees. So you see a lot of the first games are published by Gremlin. Like on the box, it's a Gremlin logo, not the Core logo just yet. After a couple of conversions that they released as first things, namely Action Fighter and Dynamite Ducks, and a sports quiz game, Saint and Grieveses, came the first major success, and basically their first game. Rick fucking Dangerous. You don't know this game? You should. In 1989, other computer games worth of note, very much worth, would follow, particularly Switchblade, Rick Dangerous 2, and Tarwak the Warrior. Extra word on Switchblade 2. I had this game on the links. This was quite a successful game. there's like a homebrew for Mega Drive that got made, and it's pretty low budget. It's not like, oh my god, Mega Drive Switchblade is so amazing. But it got picked up recently by, I think, Pico Interactive, who re-released it in a physical package and stuff. So Switchblade is probably actually gonna have to get added to the Megamarathon list. But yeah, like how they kept everything about Rick Dangerous, but got rid of the Indiana Jones attire, the favorite god tier buck belt. Actually, the hat is on the bottom left. I never noticed that. Yeah, look it up. It's just it's a homebrew. It's not like it's something like recent. It's a homebrew. Yeah. Of course, if you want to play Switchblade, you should play on the Amiga. Yeah, not official at all. It's probably made by one dude. It's probably not that great, although I'm sure I would appreciate it since it was made by one dude and with no money. So these were the first successes. Now, the first console game that developed, the very first console development was Corporation's Mega Drive port. Alright. This is not the original game. This is a port from a computer game on the Amiga, I believe, and it's got renamed to CyberCop in the States. But the Genesis version of this is called CyberCop, I think. But yeah, it's Corporation, and it's a first-person 3D shooter. It's pretty fucking insane. So of course it runs at 3 frames a second. All right, so now in the original computer version, there's supposedly voice actors for this game. And a certain Natasha Heathsmith is in the voice cast. Now, she might be a relative and thus a contact for the core design director Jeremy Heathsmith to jump onto console development for the first time. Or maybe it just let his I don't know, aunt, wife, cousin play the role for a while. Because you can't find any video game credits to her name. Now, they would actually dip their feet into other waters as well, as they converted their own impossible Amiga game to the TurboGrafx 16, also known as the PC Engine, but only to go back to Mega Drive development with their biggest hit on cartridge, Shock Rock, in the 1991 year. Their biggest hit at that point too, which released on 11 platforms, including computers, consoles, and handhelds. Actually, the way I phrase this makes it look like it's an original Mega Drive game. It's an Amiga game. But they made a Mega Drive port, which might very well be the best version, because it's got good music. There's a Mega CD version, a Super Nintendo version. I don't know which would be a higher tier than between Super Nintendo and Mega Drive, but I suppose it would be the Mega Drive one. A, the music's better. B, core design were much more Mega Drive developers than Super Nintendo ones, you know, being British and having developed more games for that. And for the Super Nintendo, also it's got parallax scrolling and all that shit. The Mega CD one retains the intro that is not on the Amiga game. It's got even adapted to handhelds. There's a Master System and a Game Gear version, both adapted by the same dude. They have no music. This came out on the Game fucking Boy as well. I managed to get through the first screen of Rick Dangerous. I can relate. Not with Rick Dangerous, but many more games. Many other games. Alright, this is the rest of the stream now. Right, this is the Chuck Rock title theme on Mega Drive, courtesy of Matt Furnace. Let's take a second to do console wars here. Let's shit on the Super Nintendo version of it. See how it sounds like. It plays lower too. It's like Metallica doing the Four Horsemen out of Mustaine's mechanics. That's not that bad. Alright, so what happened after Chuck Rock in 1991? What happened is 3 years later in 1994, Core Design was bought. It was bought by the Center Gold Group, which included US Gold and Centersoft. It was in that point in time that Skeleton Crew was released. As it came out the following year in 1995, 1 year after that, Eidos would buy the Center Gold Group, which now also included Core Design. And then Tomb Raider was developed in that same year in 1995. Now, interestingly enough, at least for little spaghetti me, is that Skeleton Crew was released right after Core Design published a game for the Italian developer house, Dynabyte. The game is The Big Red Adventure. Spiritual sequel to their own Nippon Saves Inc., which I still have to finish. Remember that the game stream Italian game I stream in Italian? Yeah, right, that one. Hey, Lordson, baby. Hey, Red Funk. All right. I figure anybody after watching this channel for a while recognizes Matt Furnace as the greatest Mega Drive composer of all times. Alright, so that's it for the developer shock, actually. Let's move on to the sound section. Now, this is the section I care about the most generally, but for this game in particular, I hyped up the soundtrack to this Mega Drive release so many times during talking on stream or during... Wow, I still have this stuff over here. Dude, I want to go back and watch the promos. Just watch the promos. But, I mean, it deserves it. The soundtrack to Skeleton Crew is just... I should just... like keep the microphone out of the room while I stream this fucking video game, because it's just incredible. It's just incredible. Hey, Amy Leader. A big cricket with big curse and with big wrestle war, Red Funk, in 3 different streams. Now, while the original Amiga release of the video game Skeleton Crew features a soundtrack which is still very good by Martin Iveson, or by Martin Iveson over here, the Mega Drive version fucking literally knocks it over the fence. Couldn't say out of the park, gotta say over the fence, gotta use a cricket analogy, with an astounding soundtrack by Nathan McCree. This dude over here. Again, one of the Core Design members that will later work on Tomb Raider, which is what this guy is known for. Literally, this guy is known for Tomb Raider. But I am here to show you that there's stuff he did that I consider to give me a much more massive boner than Tomb Raider. Even all things considered, you know, even all things considered. I mean, yeah. Wait, I gotta fix that now. How do I do that? How do I reset transfer? Oh no! All right. Wait, I did it again. Stop me! Somebody stop me! Okay. All right. Let's leave that over there. Now, how did that start? How did this guy's freaking, you know, video game music career start? Because this guy made a living out of that for sure. Now, Nathan McCree started writing music at the age of 11. After school, he got a university degree in software engineering, though, and got his first job as programmer at Core Design in 1993. I remember reading in interviews that he would often, as a kid, play a game with his father where the father would play classical music bits on the piano, and I would have to guess, but he had no fucking clue what he was listening to, so it annoyed him a lot. But then he appreciated that in the long run because it made his ear and you know, music knowledge better. But what we care about is the Mega Drive soundtracks, you know. But that is definitely not what this guy is known for, sadly, because he didn't make many of them. But anyway, after getting his university degree in software engineering, he got his first job as a programmer at Core Design. So, in 1993, this man's first job in life, was to program a music sequencer for the Sega Mega Drive. So, once he was done with his own software, his own sound engine for the Mega Drive, which was literally his first task in the real world of working, he wrote some music to demonstrate his work, and his boss, Smith, the boss of Core Design, liked it so much that he was asked to do the music for the next game of Core Design, which was Asterix and the Great Rescue. Now, you were listening during the intro to Asterix and the Power of the Gods. Well, Asterix and the Great Rescue just features rearrangements of classical music, you know. So maybe it wrote some music like that to demonstrate his work, and they quickly put that into the game, you know. Anyway, Skeleton Crew would be the last of his full Mega Drive soundtracks. And Skeleton Crew, actually, as I said in the title, if I recall correctly, would actually be the last of the Brood and G. No, the last Mega Drive game by Core Design. You know, before they, yeah. This is also his most impressive soundtrack. I mean, on the Mega Drive. Now, the short list of the soundtracks he made on the system with his own software is 4 games. There's Asterix and the Great Rescue in December 1993. There's Baba and Styx in 1994. Asterix and the Power of the Gods in 1995. And Skeleton Crew in 1995. I urge you to listen to those soundtracks. Right. Now let's go look at the manual, guys. Boys and girls. Where's no, wrong. Not that one. Chrome should work. Oh no, the porn. Okay. All right, here we go. So this is the Amiga manual. The Amiga manual is something very interesting that you guys will want to see. The Mega Drive manual does not have that. And that is a 6-page comic book. 6 pages. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Speaking of the soundtrack to Skeleton Crew, it goes something like this. Pizza spaghetti pomodoro teschio, pizza spaghetti pomodoro teschio, pizza spaghetti pomodoro teschio.
Thanks for the cheer, Duke. Thanks to the 2 other bits. He's right, you know. Is pretty much right. Hey, this cat. Hey, Protostrider. Alright, so... Alright, so this is a comic, right? So we want to look at the comic. Probably want to zoom this out a bit more. Like that. Alright. Written by Guy Miller, drawn by James Rimon. Dateline 2062. I'm pretty sure those two guys are part of the developer team. I'll look that up. Monstrosity, which I know to be stage 1 because from the soundtrack that I listen to literally every day. Alright. A new beginning, my loves. The creation of a grotesque new order. Oh man, there's like a robot girl and a naga with shoulder spikes. It's not the best quality, you know, but it's the only quality. A corrupt body politic. It's like a heart there, brain, some guts. With myself as the head and you, my beautiful psychogenic children, as the torso and the limbs. Oh, what the fuck? Is that gonna be like the final boss? It's this guy's head with that lady's torso and that other lady's limbs? Together we shall transform this land into one vast charnel house. What is a charnel? What is a house? This guy's face screaming. It's just tossing the corpse over there. That's pretty cool, dude. There's flies and shit. The gore. Couldn't get this comic on a home console now, could you? And there, my loves, we shall make our morbid home. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that eyeball popping in. Corpus, Krew headquarters. What dreams call in the minds of the dead? As one's dreams are livid with the incandescence of countless firefights. As one relieves the agonies of a former incarnation. And this one does not dream at all, but leaves the dream as a savage walking nightmare. Waking? Message, incoming communication from military ascertainment department. Slip mode emergent sequence activated. Slip mode emergent sequence activated. Spine, rib and joint emerge from the protein vats. It's that time again, Krew. Looks like somebody can't cope with the rigor mortis of modern life. That's a surge. You can bet it's those cretins and mad. Look how big this guy is. That's the girl, it's the big dude, and that's the in-between dude. Okay, Skulk, paraphrase the communication. It would appear that a decidedly malevolent, moribund cadaver has turned Cryo City into a psychogenic stomping ground. Mad requires your assistance in putting a stop to his dastardly deeds. Fee, as quoted, is 20,000 new bucks to start, with 30,000 unsuccessful completion. Look at this shot with the veins coming out of this dude's freaking everywhere. If those aren't scars, there's a six-pack made out of scars, this guy. Well, that was the comic. Certainly like that. Was it 6 pages? I think it was 4. Skeleton Krew. Yes, this is an Amiga manual, so it warns you of viruses and stuff. Calling the Krew. Oh, okay, that's actually the lore. I thought it was a hint line. Hey, it's all fam. Call in the Krew. Dateline 2062. When Deadly Enforcement Aggressive Destruction Incorporated, Dead Inc., owned by the evil ex-mortician, erstwhile cryogenics experimenter Moribund Cadaver, takes over a monolithic cryogenics plant on the outskirts of Monster City, sinister goings-on are soon in evidence. Awesomely awful cryogenic mutations, known as psychogenics, appear on the streets, forcing the populace from their homes until the entire city is overrun by the Dead Inc. monstrosities. News of this outrage reaches the headquarters of the Military Ascertainment Department, MAD, and special operatives are dispatched to Monster City. Only one returns, the survivor, in his dying breath, speaking of a terrible psycho machine being created in Moribund's cadaver. mobile app, that one. In desperation, Matt called upon the services of a team of morbid mercenaries known as the Skeleton Crew. Right, so this is an isometric 8-way movement shooting game, right? It's gonna be perfect to play on an arcade stick. Like you press different buttons to rotate your torso as you keep shooting. It's pretty strong. It's pretty strong design. A control method, nothing really care about. I'll try to remember to look at the Amiga videos on YouTube after beating the game just so I can show you how the original compares. They're pretty much the same, guys, just the better music on Mega Drive. This corporation and continue. Spine, jaw, and rib each have 3 lives. When they lose a life, they become what is known as discorporated. When this occurs, a skull-shaped icon will appear in the combat zone. You can move this icon around with a limited area surrounding the position where your crew member was discorporated. To reanimate your crew member from this icon, tap button B or press return on the keyboard. When you have used up all 3 of your crew members' life, you'll be given one chance to continue. The continue point being the start of the sector or level where your crew member was discorporated. Used all of your 3 crew members' lives plus the continue, then it's game over. I think there's a passer system. There's a big bad bomb, duralanium shell bomb package with high explosive. Crash and burn blaster, fires high energy plasma pulse as your crew member's standard weapon. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward game. I remember they wishing they could have maybe added an extra mechanic. Just move and shoot 2 different bullet thingies. Crew clues. Crew Capitano, Spine, some helpful hints to help you get through the carnage. My advice to you is shoot anything that moves. These corporated psychos can't shoot back, in case you didn't know. Crying won't help you. Neither will calling for your mommy. If at all possible, avoid being discorporated, dummy. This is the Skeleton Crew. Right, so you see the credits for this game are basically 6 dudes or something. So the music on the Amiga is by Martin Eisen, the Mega Drive one is by Nathan McCree, and oh dude, there's more? There's more? Oh no, there's not more, but they printed this in different languages. Holy shit. Yeah, this is German, French. Il semblerait que le maléfique moribond cadavre est transformé en curiosité. Alright.